Understanding the fundamentals of effective product road mapping will give you the confidence you need to build products that drive results. I'm your navigation guide, Japna. Let's get this show on the road. Welcome to Stop and Go Tips for Effective Product Road Mapping, a new series by Product Board. In this video, we'll talk about 3 essential product road mapping best practices that put outcomes in full focus and outputs in the rear view. We'll also discuss what you need to stop and start doing in order to create the strongest roadmap possible. Self-reflection time. What's your roadmap proficiency level? Before we start the roadmap journey, let's review the 5 levels of roadmap proficiency, a rubric developed by Product Board to help you determine where your current road mapping practices currently stand. Level 1. Lack of understanding around the product roadmap leads others to question it. Level 2. The roadmap lacks clear objectives, and long-term goals are private or undocumented. Level 3. The roadmap is shared but focuses on outputs instead of outcomes. Level 4. Product roadmaps clearly communicate why some ideas are prioritized over others. And level 5, everyone rallies around both the strategy and the roadmap. It's important to be honest with yourself about which level most accurately describes your current practices, so you know where your starting line is. Now that you're ready to start your product roadmap journey, let's dive into some of the best practices. Best practice number 1, understand the why behind your roadmap. Once you've determined your roadmap proficiency level, remember to ask yourself these questions up front. Why do I need a roadmap in the first place? What's the best format? How far in the future should it go? Who has access? Is it user-facing? How will changes be communicated, and how often? What criteria will we use to add something to this roadmap? Every organization has unique priorities, so make sure you're able to answer these questions based on your business and customer needs. Best practice number 2, make sure your roadmap is outcome-driven rather than output-driven. As you embark on your roadmap journey, one of the biggest fundamentals you need to keep in mind is that all roadmaps should be outcome-driven rather than output-driven. First, let's define what are outcomes and what are outputs. Outputs are the things we produce for a customer, like car seats for babies. Outcomes are the impact that our products have on our customers, like keeping kids safe in the cars. Ideally, your roadmap should effectively communicate both outcomes and outputs. So stop merely focusing on what you need to build. An outcome-driven roadmap focuses on the why instead of just the what. It provides clarity to your stakeholders around where you're headed and what success looks like in the end. An objectives timeline roadmap is a great example of an outcome, not output-driven roadmap. Outcome-driven roadmaps are a great way to communicate your product strategy and goals across all teams. It also helps to drive organizational alignment around your product vision. Define 3 key components when you're ready to build your outcome-driven roadmap. You'll want a timeline, features, and goals or objectives. To start, you'll need to define a timeline. But because your roadmap should be a fluid and living document, stop committing to specific dates that you may not be able to keep. If specific dates are shared with stakeholders too soon, you risk setting the wrong expectations. Instead, clearly outline and prioritize short-term features, then medium-term features, and features you're planning for in the long term. You can also use a now, next, later or Kanban roadmap to share broader timelines. As you gain confidence in what you are shipping and when, you can start communicating more specific release dates. Next, start determining what features you are releasing along your timeline. These can simply be stated as features you're building, or you can create a hierarchy of broad feature themes down to more specific subfeatures. Check out some of these examples, listed from high level to more detailed. New user onboarding, team collaboration, and video messaging are examples of high-level themes. Creating user flows, sharing files between teammates, and recording video calls are examples of narrowing themes down into specific use cases and features. Granular features and subfeatures in this example could look like implementing SSO, integrating Dropbox, and sharing saved video files. Finally, start setting specific and measurable goals so that you and your stakeholders are aligned around what these features are meant to accomplish. These goals or objectives, whatever you use, should let your organization know where the product is headed and how it will help move the needle for the business. Here are some examples of goals which can either be product-specific goals or business goals. Improve team communication platform. Launch dashboard analytics. Increase monthly active users by 5%. Finally, cross-functional collaboration is one of the keys to roadmap success, so it's very important to start collaborating with stakeholders early and often in the process. It's the ideal scenario when all major stakeholders, including leadership, sales, marketing, and engineering, understand exactly what is on the roadmap and why. C. Todd Lombardo, product leader and author, recommends that product managers have a lot of one-on-ones. And while this takes more time, it helps build trust with your stakeholders, helps you better understand what problems you can solve for them, and enhances overall team alignment. Because buy-in from stakeholders is crucial, engaging them from the get-go can help you uncover new insights, reduce risk overall, and increase your speed to execution. With these product road mapping fundamentals, you have everything you need to put your roadmap creation processes into overdrive and reach your ultimate product destination. To recap today's best practices, understand the why behind your roadmap, focus on being outcome-driven as opposed to output-driven, include 3 components into every roadmap: a timeline, features, and objectives. And finally, collaborate with stakeholders throughout the entire road mapping process. Remember, practice makes perfect. Leave room for feedback and iteration along the way. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more episodes. You can discover more tips for effective product road mapping by checking out our Product Survival Kit series. We'll drop the link to our resource hub in the video description below. Thanks for watching.